If you're going through depression, then let's heal together. Let's do a 30-day depression healing challenge for all of you. Tag your friends, anyone who you know is going through mental health issues. I will teach you a bunch of different techniques through Eastern medicine that I did. And after those 30 days, you will be a different person, and you will have these techniques to be able to practice and keep up the work so that you never fall into the same situation again. When I healed myself, not only did I feel better, but I felt even better than I have ever felt before. I didn't know that I was capable of feeling this amazing. So use these techniques, because I guarantee you will feel so much better than you ever have. If you're going through depression, let's try this healing technique called focused meditation. So you don't have to sit in a specific posture. You just have to sit somewhere where it's quiet and no one can disturb you. Now I want you to see your body as this cup. Let's pretend this is a cup. And you have a bunch of emotions within that cup. Now what's going to happen is you're going to sit, and when you sit and you pay attention inwards, you will then pay attention to what you're feeling. So in this cup, your body, you will start paying attention to that one emotion which you feel. And once you pay attention to it, the intensity of that emotion starts increasing. It comes up to the surface, because your emotions are now starting to speak to you. Sometimes that emotion comes with a memory, and it explains to you what it is that happened, that traumatic event that happened to you, which caused this emotion, and then you suppressed it within you, and it became trauma. So now it comes up, you want to feel it, you want to have an understanding of why it's there, you have to accept that it's there. And then you have to release it by, for instance, crying. For instance, if it's an angry emotion, you feel the anger. Don't express it towards anyone else. That's why you sit alone. And you do this every single day. One day, do it 1 hour, 30 minutes, whatever. In the beginning, start slow. And then you're going to feel better. You start doing it automatically more and more, because now you're healing, you're starting to feel better, so you come into the routine of doing it. So this is focused meditation. You focus your attention on that emotion, you bring it up to surface, then you heal it, and then you release it. The second method is called fire breath or pranayama. Now this is a breathing technique, and what happens is that science has previously said that depression is in our brain, and now they're coming into this conclusion that actually it's in our gut. So we have a solar plexus center, and it's quite up, it's right below your sternum bone. And so what happens is that when you do this breathing technique, a lot of the depression that you feel, the emotions starts coming up. So it's even more powerful than meditation, which is why I need you to understand that this is a very powerful technique to bring up all those emotions. So you don't want to practice this all the time, and I don't encourage you to practice this in the beginning, because it's very intense. And if you're already going through a lot of intense emotions, maybe do meditation first for a few weeks, and then do a little bit of breath work every now and then. So it's a way for you to clear out your emotions, but the intensity is far greater than just through meditation, because meditation brings up one emotion at a time, which is great because you can't handle all those emotions at once, and you don't know how much trauma you have. So fire breath or pranayama, great, higher intensity, should not be done all the time. For the techniques, there are a bunch of different videos on YouTube, and I would encourage you to look them up. The third method to heal depression is through different variations of exercise. If you're doing heavy lifting and you're increasing your cortisol spike, then you will actually feel worse. You need to give your sympathetic nervous system a break. And so you need to do lower intensity workouts. Now, one of the greatest things that you can do and that are very underrated is walking. Walking will calm down your nervous system. And I'm not saying walk just a little bit, walk for hours, walk as much as you can. And other exercises would be yoga, it would be qigong, it would be tai chi, all these different methods to be able to calm down your nervous system. Try to practice them. When you have depression, I know you don't even want to move out of your bed, but to be able to move those energies and to move the emotions within the bodies, it's extremely important that you adapt into any exercise that will allow you to move, but without increasing your cortisol spike. The fourth method to heal your depression, and it's really important that you do this, it's a raw plant-based diet. Now, I went hardcore and I went all in during 30 days. And what happened was that when you eat raw plant-based foods, you allow the emotions to come up to the surface. Now, if you're actually practicing meditation, you're able to target that emotion and heal it. So raw plant-based foods have healing powers. They will clean out the emotional body. That's why religions let food be thy medicine. I think Hindus eat a lot of vegetarian foods. Let food also heal you. If you eat dairy, if you eat a lot of meat, you want to step aside from that for a while, because depression is in your gut. And you want to do everything you can to clean out your gut. And I'm not saying that you should eat 100% raw plant-based. I understand that that can be a challenge, but at least 50% of your food should be raw plant-based. I'm not saying eat vegan, I'm saying eat living foods, foods that aren't cooked. Not saying eat salmon that's not cooked. I'm saying eat vegetables and fruits that aren't cooked. They will heal you. The fifth thing I really want you to have the courage to do, and it's extremely important and obvious, is to cut out anyone who is causing you a lot of stress. And I want you to learn about narcissistic abuse and narcissistic traits, because this was a life-changing moment for me when I understood how people can actually abuse you. And if you don't understand it, you won't see how common narcissistic traits are among people. So it's really important that you recognize who in your life is toxic, and then you actually have the courage to get rid of them. I don't care if it's your parents, I don't care if it's your sibling. No matter what title they hold in your life, cut them out if they're causing you a lot of misery in life. That will heal you. The sixth thing I want you to understand is about your spiritual aspects. I want you to seek deeper meanings behind why you're going through depression, and I want you to surrender. I want you to understand that the life you have built right now is due to circumstances around you, due to people that have forced you into situations which you, in your sane mind, in your healed body, would not have chosen. So I want you to have the courage to allow whatever is being released from your life to be released. And I want you to have the courage to allow yourself to first heal yourself, so you know what you actually want in life, and then have the courage to pursue that regardless of what anyone else in your previous life thinks. Because these people benefited from you actually harming yourself. Because right now, if you're depressed, you have harmed yourself due to the choices you have made to please others. And now it's your time to take back that power. So what you need to do now is surrender, let go of all that you have created, and then recreate your life that is in alignment with the healed version of you. The seventh thing you need to do, and this is very important because this will teach you how to actually live life, and that is to live in the present moment. Because when you're depressed and you have anxiety, a lot of times you're thinking about things that happened in the past or things in the future that you're stressing about because you're not able to keep up when you're depressed or have anxiety, because you're not living in the moment. You can't act in the future, you can't act in the past. You can only act when you're in the present moment. And also, the acting part is not what you need to do right now. You need to surrender and you need to be, and it's okay. We are in this hustling society where you are only valued when you do something, and you need to understand that that is a load of crap. Your value doesn't come from the things that you attain in life. Your value simply is. It will always be. So start being, start living, start being in the present moment. Start feeling that joy again, because you deserve it. No one else should tell you what to do or pressure you into doing something for you to make yourself feel valuable. You will always be valuable. But take back your power. Claim your life. You're supposed to be living. You're not supposed to constantly do. So live in the present moment. It will give you a peace. Only exists in the present moment. Happiness only exists in the present moment. Those things that you're seeking, they exist in the present moment. So that's only where you're supposed to be. Stop reminiscing on the future or being bitter about the past. Let go. Live.